Hey everybody, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25, Frankenmuth, or Frankenmuth Mega Farm, episode 122. We have a big old pile of logs to get through. Well, they're not a pile of logs yet, but they will be. They will be. Yeah. We're gonna go cut a bunch of logs down. And then we gotta make sure we feed the animals. And then we can get on out of September and begin a lot of cotton harvesting. I think we will probably lease a couple more harvesters just to get it done with some decent amount. Oh, we got to do the spinach too, so we're gonna actually we have a spinach capable harvester right here, who's also empty. We're gonna get the spinach going. Ooh, there's a ditch there, guys. Right. I'm gonna get the spinach going and then get on working on other stuff. This is the new weeding method, by the way. It's to just drive across the field a whole bunch of times. Yeah. Yeah, eventually get most of the weeds, probably. This will be less spinach. I never did get around to fertilizing this spinach again either, but it's fine. They love doing this thing where they just straight up skip a whole bunch for some reason. Really don't know what's up with that, but it's fine. I'm gonna go back and we're just gonna drive this thing over there. Right, so we probably have biogas plants to fill, and maybe we can go jump around the dump more wheat and more canola, etc. with one of the tractors. We can hook up to the trailers that are already out there and do that, and then we can move on. Yeah. So anyway, we're just gonna go do this tree cutting in a time lapse and just get it done. I'm just gonna saw them all down with my chainsaw. I think that's the most efficient way. So I'll talk to you when the trees are all cut down, probably. Yep, cutting them down went well. Now it's just about getting them all pushed together in some sort of manner that allows for easy pickup. Of course, not going to be... Oh man, it's not going to be very great because we got the stumps here, but I'm going to cut these stumps down because we're not going to plant here again. The new owners can figure that out. Once I sell this plot. Oh. Oh. Anyway, we're just going to push all these trees down as far as we can get them. And get to the high lift. We can make these into like a couple of files or something. That's probably the answer. Alright, so now we're on the high lift. One of my favorite pieces of equipment. Thought it might help if I put a backstop down. Wow, I only picked up like 3 of them. Okay, I think these guys are a little heavier than maybe I imagined. Definitely gonna have to do them fewer at once. 9 trees was worth 50,000 wood. So about 5K a tree, is that give or take? A little more, 5 or 6K a tree? Anyway. No. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, 5K a tree for 10 trees would be 50,000 wood. So, we're looking a little better than that. It looks like about 5 trees is the max. We have 5 trees in this stack. It should bring us up to 75, 76, yep. So yeah, roundabouts 5 something a tree. Okay, so we don't need any more trees in here, and let's make sure that this guy is doing his thing and getting his, like, I guess we should go extract the wood chips from that other sawmill, because we're not going to use it again, I don't think. But what I think I'm going to do is deactivate the things that can't be processed, and we're just going to distribute the other things. So let's grab us a nice big trailer. How about we grab us, oh, we go with the 150 again, huh? That seems to be the go-to trailer these days, if we can find it. Because I don't actually know where it is. There it is. Oh. Enter the vehicle. Oh, okay. We've got a ton of rice in here. Oh. Yeah, okay. Much doing there. Right. Kind of tied up over here. Oh, we can just dump the rest into the preserved food factory and make rice rolls out of it. don't want I don't want carrots rolling up into this trailer. I'm gonna go empty that other sawmill and sell it, but I want to get the wood chips out of it first. That's what I mean by empty it. So I'll see you in a bit. All right, we can sell this sawmill. We've got all of the wood chips out of it. Bang, gone. We don't care about stumps anymore. You can sell the stump grinder. I like this tractor. I'm going to keep that around in case we need to drive things from place to place, but I am going to drop the winch. We won't need the winch. Assuming this thing will drive. Yep. Okay. Well, that's far enough away. I can sell that. Yep. So now I'm just going to go dump these wood chips in the TMR silo, and we'll pick up more when we need to. I noticed there weren't that many actually in the other sawmill. We haven't really been doing a lot of wood stuff while we were waiting for the lodgepole, so there's not much in the way of wood chips there. There will be some decent amount generated here soon. But for now, we can just dump these in here in case we want to do something with this. Actually, let's go see, what do we got? We got wheat lined up for... Yeah, wheat lined up for the... These oil mills could stand some sunflowers. Got wheat lined up for the grain mill, and the grain mill could also use oat. So we'll go bring oat. There is a truck over there somewhere. I swear there is. I must not have been looking at the right place. Okay, that must be full now. Yep. That's probably good for the duration at this point on the horses. They can just eat oats. Let them eat oats. I guess we need to bring the 150 over to the spinach, because I think that might be at 2 load, or at least two of the harvesters full. But we'll get all the oats we can. Something here. Ooh. If I can line it up. I'm guessing this is going to take the whole load plus some. Let's see if we can get any more canola into the oil mill. So yeah, we're just going to go around and do a bunch of filling of various kinds. I imagine I can fit this trailer through there, or at least back it into there if I need to. Not 100% sure I have sunflowers, but if I do, we're going to get them all. Alright, we've got some things filled. I don't think there's anything else we need to fill. Oh, I was going to run all of that rice into rounds rather than bags, so I need to make sure that's set. Rice rolls selling, right, okay. Rice bag. Huh. I've been paying for people to stand around waiting for regular rice this whole time. That's funny. Anyway. I'm going to turn green beans off soon. I don't think we have any more. But I want to see if we can get more manure out of these cows while we've got them. Last few months we've got them. So I'm gonna go up and get straw from, or over and get straw from the pig farm. Now I could sell some of this land right away, but I'm not going to, because I'm just gonna wait. Land is the last thing I want to sell. Sell everything else first. But we're not at the sell frenzy point. We're just slowly getting rid of stuff we don't need anymore. If I were to do this again on this map, I would buy that farm plot over there a lot earlier. I would still put in the biogas plants, and if I could afford it, the windmills. But I would have multiple pig farms down here. I would just, in fact, we may do that on the next map, is go in hard on pig farms. And the things that pig farms need. That and some forestry. I bet that's a lot of money. Alright, we're going to get straw out of here. Just to make sure we're getting more manure. Pretty sure we had a lot of straw. Oh look, there's 24K wood chips in there. Gotta remember to sell that in January. In fact, if I wasn't already on the straw mission, I would probably run those wood chips back. Okay, yeah, we've got a ton of straw here. Might as well use it. Well, I fat-fingered that queue and dropped the trailer. Alright, do we have anybody to feed before we go that we haven't fed yet? Chickens could use some chicken feed, but I think everybody else is going to be good. And oh, that's the big one. It might behoove us to dump some wheat in the chicken farm, in the chicken bin silo thing, just to make sure we have enough and we don't feed it all to the grain mill. Here we go. It's not exactly the best tractor to use for this job, but I think it'll work. Better than going to get one. I don't know if that one John Deere forwarder is going to be any use to us anymore, but I'm just going to keep it until it definitely isn't. Well, that takes care of some of the wheat. Alright, chickens dealt with too. Maybe we should hop over here and fill up the concrete factory. I mean, it's just straight profit, right? Might as well. In fact, we can ditch that thing. All right, we can go. We can go. Go move into October now. We're going to do. Oh no, we can't. Oh man, just such a hurry. Where is that? That's the fast track. Nice. I hurried to move on. I almost forgot the spinach. And we still have to wait for spinach. So it looks like while we wait for spinach, it's going to be kind of gonna be pushing us towards the end of the episode. I might just call it early. I have been working all day, and it is midnight, and I still have to edit the video. So we might do the spinach and then call it. But this next series is going to be interesting because we finally have a really good stock of existing mods to pull from. I mean, I'm probably... Oh my... Oh wow. I forgot that it does that. Wow, wow, wow. I didn't realize these things would drive on the spinach. I guess I'm just going to do it myself. Probably get it done faster that way too. Alright, spinach time. Oh, what I was saying as I drove over here and I got interrupted was, we have this huge stock of good mods that I like and know already, along with more coming now, like more coming every day, and some pretty cool ones at that. So we ought to be like, things are going to be easier. Even though I think we're going to do normal economy rather than easy, you know, and we are going to start with an exat and all the parts and a tractor and the stuff we need for like you know, a decent tractor. Maybe one of those like that one I painted maroon over there. Maybe one of these guys. And probably a small one too, like one of the little twin-wheeled Massies that I was running. But yeah, we're gonna start decently, and then but then we're gonna end up, we'll have to buy a sawmill at some point. I think we'll be able to sell the wood to start, because we're gonna have to clear land. Although the 2 plots that I picked out when I went over the map looking to see if I could work with it, those 2 plots don't have very many trees on them. But we're gonna immediately get a tree planter and a winch, and we're gonna plant a bunch of oak and probably a bunch of lodgepole, because the lodgepole is easier to work with. The oak will actually technically grow faster than a lodgepole, so we'll have a nice crop of wood to start. Possibly sell a bunch of it and then buy the sawmill and sell loads of that, and then buy the cooper and let that run on auto sell at that point. Okay, well, we're gonna have a few little extra patches, but that's okay. We'll grab them. So anyway, that's my current plan for next series. But the fields, the crop fields that we throw down are going to be, hopefully there's a vegetable planter we can get. The crops we throw down are going to be for, tuned for pigs. Because the plan is definitely pig farming. And if we can get like multiple pig enclosures and have them timed maybe 6 months off, 6 months apart, every 6 months we'll, once they're rocking, about every 6 months we will sell a batch of pigs, while hopefully keeping, maybe I'll fill it up halfway and then I'll fill it up halfway with babies to start, the first one. And then that will fill it up the rest of the way, and then we'll just operate on some schedule or other. Anyway, we're just going to do this spinach. Okay, we are done with the spinach. Which means we are not yet done with the harvesters. We have... Well, we're not going to get another harvest out of the spinach. But we will get a harvest out of those sugar beets up there. So until those are done, we don't want to sell one of our harvesters. Maybe we'll keep two. We could sell the third one, but we'll just sell them all when we definitely don't need them again. We're basically down to those sugar beets and the cotton. So next month we do cotton, and that'll be that. And we'll do the sugar beets next month too, I bet. Pretty sure. There's a chance that they won't go until the following month, but because I can't remember when I planted them. And we also may have a split set of cotton. But October, November will be the finals. Although we probably want to put gas in this thing. You know, I think. Rather than driving it all the way. Well, it's right over there. Not a huge deal. We're going to go fill the tank. And then, yeah, call it an episode. Crazy for how flat this land looks. It's crazy how deep it actually is. There's actually a slight roll to it, which, as I understand it, is good for real farming. You don't want perfectly flat land. A little bit of roll gives it better drainage. We can sell this planter though. You know, we can even sell this John Deere. And that's it. So that's the episode. No, it's not quite the episode. Let's go dump this. Go dump this spinach up in the preserved food factory. That's the one. Weeds are really thick in this field. I guess that's because they're fully grown. Yep, okay, well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will catch you next time.